What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Kingdom Family 22. It's your girl V, aka Soldiers for the Kingdom. Now, I'm going to be talking about beauty and appearance in this video. Oftentimes, we may struggle with the way we look. Maybe we're just spending minutes and minutes and minutes, and eventually it turns to hours just standing in front of the mirror, pinpointing what we do not like, trying to change it. But I'm here to tell you that you don't need to change anything. To your eyes, maybe your acne may not be beautiful. Maybe your thin hair may not be beautiful. Maybe your weight, your skin type, whatever it may be, I don't know. But I just want to tell you that it is beautiful and you don't need to change it. Now I'm going to proceed forward. Some information I did intake and wrote down, and shout out to the person I'm about to put down in the description box below, because she just changed my whole perspective when I'm dealing with my insecurities. So shout out to her. Let's get started. We know that the outward appearance doesn't matter. What God values most is a woman's inner beauty. Let's be honest. Sometimes we long for physical beauty. It would honestly feel better if we didn't have to deal with acne, skin texture, wrinkles, all the imperfections you can name. Sometimes we act as we don't care, but behind closed doors, we're concerned whether if it's our aging, weight, or skin. I think at one given time we've all called ourselves ugly. Maybe even asked God, why do I look like this? Why can't I look like her? Or why did you make me ugly? That mindset can lead to not loving or accepting yourself. And I say this because I've been down that road. Almost all women and men understand that inner character holds more value than outward appearance. Yet, as we closely observe ourselves and other people, we see this tension, this aspiration to look beautiful. Perhaps we must not look into the physical beauty too much, but rather dwell in the scriptures to understand where this longing for beauty comes from. In the book of Adam and Eve speaks regarding to which Adam and Eve sinned. And when they sinned, their spiritual and physical beauty marred. The definition of marred: to ruin or diminish the perfect or wholeness of something. After Adam and Eve ate from the forbidden fruit, they were both aware that they were naked and felt guilt and shame to be seen by God. So therefore they hid from him, covering themselves with mere fig leaves. We have always felt our bodies needing covering and fixing. We have lived in fear of not measuring up to the beauty standards, living as if the pursuit of clear skin, snatched waist, long hair, or whatever it may be for you was the ultimate goal. I used to live in this silent grumbling that God didn't create me like those other girls who never had to worry about acne or etc. I lived covering and fixing myself with mere fig leaves. But the greatest tragedy was I lived unaware that the gospel of Christ had already provided the solution to my longing and pursuit of beauty. The desire and pursuit for beauty is not rooted in social and cultural expectations, but it stems from a longing to return to God's original design for us. When you start seeing yourself as God sees you, you will no longer look into so much of the outward appearance, but rather the spirit that dwells in you. God has given you the gift of life. He has put your spirit in this earthly body so that you may walk on this earth and be a part of his creation. These earthly bodies that God has given us, we sometimes don't like it. We focus too much on what needs to be fixed, or we compare ourselves to others. Whatever insecurities you're facing, God knew already from the beginning that you would face those challenges. The challenges of thinking, I'm not pretty enough. I hate my skin. I wish I had longer hair. I wish my nose or my eyes looked like this. My lips are too small. God has already written our stories. He's the Alpha and Omega, beginning and the end. Revelation 21:6. Therefore, he has clothed us in these earthly bodies to fulfill his mission. Remember, these bodies are temporary. Our soul is what remains forever. Your beauty comes from God, not what your face or body looks like. You're beautiful because God created you. God's art is simply beautiful. What is beautiful? Pleasant, appealing, delightful. Know that God created you perfectly. You may not see it. You may think, well, how am I created perfectly if I have stretch marks, if I have excessive body hair, if I have a unibrow, if my nose is too big, I have gained weight, my hair is too thin, my eyes are too small, my lips are too big, you name it. That doesn't define your beauty. The beauty that you have is the spirit that dwells in you. God is simply beautiful, and God has not made not one mistake. Whether you may think it is, it's not. Always and believe, especially when you're looking in that mirror and you're just going through it and you're like, man, I feel so ugly today. My hair's so messy. Man, I'm breaking out. Look in that mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful, regardless of the circumstances. Regardless if you have gained weight, or if you're breaking out, or maybe you feel like you need to wear makeup to look more alive. Believe that you are beautiful because God simply is beautiful. Now that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was short and simple, but I just pray that this encourages somebody out there who comes across this video. And thank you once again for watching. I pray that you have a good rest of your week. Blessings.